Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. This Is It Network is your global digital TV network connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. I do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. This Is It Network is about elevating the voices of remarkable women, ensuring that they find their voice and that they scream their dreams. So thank you so much for joining me. It's 3 days into being consistent. I'm actually pretty happy about it. I was off the grid for quite some time, traveling. It was Chicago, it was LA, it was a number of different things, and I'm finally playing a little bit of catch up, but I've missed the morning messages. As I've said to all of you, I do this not only for you, but I do this for me too. It keeps me grounded, it keeps me focused on what it is that I need to do in order to get to the next level. I just hope that it helps all of you as well. Please continue to say good morning. Hi, how are you? Oh my gosh, Kareem and Candy and all my people. So good to see you. I'm so glad you continue to tune on in. Yes, Kareem. I love it. I love it. I love it. We have so many amazing new shows. So if you have not checked out the new shows at thisisit.tv, there's so many amazing new shows. We're going to do a better job in promoting them and the hosts and our screamers. So stay tuned for that. We've been quiet for way too long. So be careful what you ask for. We're coming in with full-fledged screams for all of you. As you know, we have our wonderful This Is It Network Live that's happening at Atlantic City, New Jersey in August. We have a 20% discount code for all of those within our audience, incentives for our screamers, and ways for you to get involved. So I definitely want for you, still in Zimbabwe, I see you. We definitely want to get you involved in our This Is It Network Women's Conference that's happening again in August. And we have a number of different opportunities that are happening ongoing. We are out and about, and we're doing it safely, but we are out and about. We have covered some wonderful hyper-local events. We've traveled nationally. We're looking to increase the amount of screamers that we have within our community. For those of you that do not know, screamers are content contributors to our This Is It Network portals. And so whether it's editorial content or video content, we want to hear from you and share your voices with our community. Today is a big ask because I think a lot of you, especially as we get into these comfort zones, we begin to think small, right? We begin to think about the things that are only manageable. We only think about the things that are just right in front of our face, and we don't give ourselves the permission to think big. And today's morning message is about giving you the permission to think big, to have one or multiple large scale dreams that you might not be able to wrap your mind around, wrap your hands around, not be able to see your way forward or the path or the journey. But that's where the fun comes in, because we then get to plan. We then get to determine the roadmap for that big dream. And so often we forget that we can dream about bigger things. We're caught up in the minutia of our day-to-day. We're caught up in the grind of what needs to be done every minute, every second. We have zoomed ourselves out, right? We have gotten back into the rhythm that we were in BQ before quarantine. Remember, before quarantine, we were in a space where we had put meetings on top of meetings and only gave ourselves breaks while we were in the car or went to the bathroom. Right? And that's how we were living. And then we were in quarantine and said, you know what? I'm not going to come out of this the same way I went into it. We said that to ourselves. And some of us are finding ourselves in that minutia again. You're finding yourself thinking small, behaving small, right? The quarantine and the pandemic, for those of us who are lucky enough and in this space to be on the other side of it, this is a sign in and of itself that big things are possible, that you are able to do hard things. And so if we set our sights on bigger things, if we set our sights on larger goals, then all we have to do, if you can imagine, all we have to do is create the plan. All we have to do is create the plan. But we must set our sights on bigger things. We must set our sights on larger objectives and goals. And so many of you out there are still playing small. So many of you out there are like, trepidation walking into your space, your industry. I can't tell you the amount of people that I know, remarkable women or otherwise, that I know that have 20 years of experience, doctorates, master's degrees, have been working in their area or own their businesses for 10, 15 years, that talk about themselves to themselves in a small way, and therefore talk about themselves to others in a tiny space. Well, I kind of do this. Well, I kind of want to do that, as opposed to thinking big, seeing yourself and envisioning yourself in what it is that you want, and being able to take the necessary steps in order to get there. You cannot, right, get to a location without putting the destination in your GPS, period. If you do not place it in there, boop, 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 right, then the roadmap begins. Then the journey gets mapped out, whether you have to go left or right, make a right at the Wawa, turn itself around. For those of you East Coast people, you know what a Wawa is, right? You make a left at the Sunoco, you make a right at the Wawa, you make a turn at the Acme, all the things, right, that is part of that GPS. We forget we're on a journey with no destination. We didn't put something into the GPS. We didn't put a destination in there. You are just maneuvering to maneuver, and every day we're hoping we survive at the end of it. And believe me, I get that, because a lot of us are tired, right? And you just want to get from one point to the next. You just want to make sure that you're moving things along, both personally and professionally, right? But I need us to put a destination in that GPS. I need us to think a little bit bigger. I need us to be able to determine where we are going so we can know what lefts and rights we need to make. And in this minutia of things, we promised we wouldn't be here again. We promised we would not get into the autopilot of things. We said that on the other side of this pandemic, when and if and how I get to the other side, that I will be better for it. That I will not get myself into the same routine and hamster wheel of things, but instead I will have clarity, I will have a mission, I will have a goal. I'm here to remind you of what you promised yourself. I'm here to remind you to think big. Because on the other side of that destination, you can get there if you map it out. Now, I'm not saying that the road to get there will be easy, will be straight, will be quick. But you are sure as hell not going to get there if you don't set your sights on it. If you don't input it into those Google Maps, if you don't make sure that your MapQuest is not set right, remember, right? There's no way you're going to get there. So today, as today's morning message, that's what I need for all of you. I need you to remind yourself of your big dreams. I need you to think big. I need you to place it into the GPS so we can map out the journey. That's the fun part. And that's the part that I will hold your hand through each and every day. See, this is what I mean by missing my morning message. I need this just as much as you do, and I'm spoiled that you show up every time that I do as well. The morning message happens Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern. My hope is to inspire you for the day, but keep you motivated each and every day. I love what it is that we are building here at This Is It Network, and would love for you to be a part of it. Our goal is to elevate the voices of remarkable women so they can find their voice and scream their dream. For more information on This Is It Network, I need you to log on to thisisItTV.com. Don't forget, we have, hello, Joe. Don't forget, we have our This Is It Network conference that's happening, our women's conference that's happening in Atlantic City, New Jersey, August 18th through the 20th. More information can be found within the post. There's a 20% discount code if you'd like to join us. More lodging information will be shared tomorrow after a pretty big meeting, so I'm super excited about that. And I want to make sure that you guys know that you can follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV for more inspiration and more motivation. In the meantime, I will see you again tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern, providing you with the ability for you to find your voice and scream your dream. I'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Think big. Take care. Bye-bye.